coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
'Cause baby, now we got bad vibes.
Bad blood between Swifties and Ticketmaster, what lawmakers are doing to make sure the Taylor Swift Ticketmaster fiasco doesn't happen again.
And
You got a problem here, guy?
one of the most scary movies of our time is back with another sequel, and we're getting a look at the very first trailer.
Then,
Quite a thrill ride.
we're chatting with one of the stars of 911 Lone Star about the show's return.
Plus, Seattle's iconic Shug soda fountain stops by to show us how to make some of their signature floats.
And Lasa Sandwiches and Pearls cooking up their delicious sandwiches. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We are so excited to have you. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Maria Garcia, and we want to start today by giving a shout out to DJ Houseplants on Instagram, who says that they love having our show while they work from home.
Aw, and also to Sandra Barquette Jackson, who sent us a sweet Instagram message and said that she loves watching us in the morning. We're so glad that you spend your mornings with us.
Thanks for doing that. And of course, we'd love to hear from you on social media. You can find us on Studio 13 on Fox.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Maria, I am dying to hear how your Hawaii trip went. We missed you here.
Did you?
Yes, tell us everything. You didn't miss us. It's fine. It's fine. No, I'm glad.
I did miss you guys. I was keeping up on Insta. You know how I love Instagram, and you guys did an amazing job.
Aw,
But yes,
thanks.
I had a blast. It was super great, and it wasn't too hot. I thought it was going to be super hot and tropical. Oh, look, there's me and my hubby. We went to a luau. It was super fun. We loved wearing the leis. My son's favorite part, of course, Logan's favorite part was the beach, playing with the sand, and we had a great time just kind of walking around the property we stayed at. It was so fun. But I'll tell you, I was very relaxed, as you can see there, but I was actually panicked about the plane ride because, when you're traveling with a toddler, you cannot control the situation. So if there's a toddler freak out, you just got to deal with it as it comes. But 6-hour plane ride, and we just had one teeny nothing crying thing.
Great.
So it was wonderful, but I did learn something maybe not so great about myself. I learned that the crying of other children brings me peace.
What?
It brings me
Wait,
peace.
why?
It brings me peace because it's not my kid.
So you don't have to deal with
So,
it.
so I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not just me that has to deal with these big feelings that come with traveling like that.
For
but
sure.
and I of course feel for the parents and wish that they can sort out the situation. But other kids crying doesn't bother me. It brings me peace.
Well, that's good. You have such a cute family too.
Thank
You and
you.
your husband are so cute together. Your bebe is adorable,
Oh,
and I'm glad
thank
you guys
you.
just had the best time ever.
Yes, but I'm glad
Rest,
to be back.
recharge. Yes, and now you're back here with us.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to talk about some very serious news to start off. Actor Alec Baldwin, we just found out, facing criminal charges in connection to that deadly shooting incident in his movie set.
Yeah, so prosecutors in New Mexico just announced that they're charging him with involuntary manslaughter. This happened way back in 2021, if you remember. Baldwin was pointing a pistol at the cinematographer for the movie Rust when the gun went off, killing Helena Hutchins and wounding the movie's director. The sheriff's office led the investigation, and they described the incident as a degree of neglect. Now, the armorer for the Rust set has also been charged. Baldwin has repeatedly said he did not pull that trigger, and he's not to blame for the incident.
Wow, this is just a real toughie. And I know there are multiple people. There's at least 3 people that are going to be facing charges here. And I think the thing to remember while all this is going on is that a woman died.
I know. So no matter what happens, sadly in America, I feel like suing people does cause, or suing companies or whatever, causes change to happen, but nothing's going to bring back Helena Hutchins. It's been now 2 years since this whole incident happened, and it's super sad, but hopefully things will be a little bit safer in the movie industry moving forward. That's the only good thing I can think of from this whole thing. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, fans frustrated over their experience buying tickets on Ticketmaster could soon get justice.
Imagine that. I guess we'll see. Ticketmaster going up against the Senate Judiciary Committee next Tuesday. And this is actually an antitrust case. And the committee looking into a lack of competition for the ticketing industry, which I think people have just really been screaming about on social media. You see it all over Twitter. And this was actually all sparked by the Taylor Swift ticket problems from last year. And I mean, I certainly was impacted by that. It was a very frustrating situation.
So frustrating. I do think they should add one stipulation. One additional show by Taylor Swift in Seattle. So
on Studio
can go
13
to-
Live.
Yeah, she's got to swing by. That's what I want to happen here. And I feel like, you know, charging Ticketmaster money from this whole thing is what's going to actually cause change too. It's the same thing.
Right.
I hate it. I hate how happy everybody is, but this is America that we're living in. This is how it all works. So hopefully, you know, we'll all have an easier time getting tickets in the future too.
Potentially seeing some competition as well.
Yes, we need some competition.
Absolutely. All right, the king of pop, his story headed to the big screen. The movie will simply be called Michael.
Yes, so it's going to be directed by Antoine Fuqua, who most recently worked on the Will Smith film Emancipation. It's going to be produced by Graham King, who won an Oscar for the 2018 Bohemian Rhapsody biopic starring Freddie Mercury. We're told that the Michael Jackson film will explore all aspects of the iconic singer's life. It's going to be co-produced by his family, but no word yet on who will play Michael Jackson.
This is just so interesting to me because, I mean, Michael Jackson was a wonderful performer, but he had a very complicated private life that I think we all know a lot about. So it'll be an interesting look back.
I agree. I kind of have my doubts with how much we're going to go into all the controversy of his life, considering his family is co-producing this. I just don't know if I see that happening. I agree with you. I mean, was he an incredible performer? Yes. Did he leave behind an amazing legacy? Absolutely. Am I going to watch this movie? No, I have no interest. I respect his music, but I watched the documentary years ago about the two people that accused him of some pretty bad things, and I believe them, so I'm not interested in watching this, but I'm sure it'll make a lot of money and be really popular because people love Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's a strong stance, but
Yeah.
I respect you for it.
I know,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, Ghostface is back in the latest installment of the Scream movies.
Yeah, you know that I hate a gory movie, but some people love it.
Yeah.
The new trailer just released today. Let's take a look.
This isn't like any other Ghostface.
What is this place?
A shrine. We've got to lure him in. We execute him.
Hello.
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the in the mask.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gail. I'm something different.
Oof. Well, as you saw there, Courtney Cox back for the 6th installment of Scream. And this one star-studded, okay? We got Jenna Ortega, Hayden Panettiere, Dermot Mulroney, and just a whole bunch of people. This time, the gang runs away to New York City, and they're only found by Ghostface again. So the first Scream movie, I hate doing the math, but it came out in 1996. Melissa Barrera, who also stars in the movie, says that Scream 6 will be the goriest the franchise has ever seen. This movie will be out in theaters on March 10th.
Oh my gosh. When I saw the very first Scream, I was young, right? And I was scared for a very long time after seeing that movie. Watching this trailer, I still get chills and I get anxiety watching it. I'm not a big scary movie person either. So I'm too scared to watch it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this one. The cast is really good though.
Yeah, it's great. But you know what we have to talk about? The drama surrounding the movie. Neve Campbell, she had been in all the Scream films playing Sydney, but she will not be in this one, reportedly over problems with pay. She felt that she was not getting paid enough, even said that it had to do with her gender. And I was on Twitter earlier today, and a lot of people saying that they were not going to support the movie because they felt that Neve Campbell was treated unfairly.
Oh man, that's disappointing to hear. And I mean, I wonder what happened with Jenna Ortega, because I'm sure this was filmed before Wednesday blew up, and I feel like she's just been on the up and up. She's been acting for a long time. I interviewed her years ago, but like she's just been up and up and up this year. So I hope she got paid okay, as well as everyone else in this film. It's gonna be weird without Nev Campbell in it. She's an OG. Okay, we've got to talk, speaking of blood, should that be the transition here? There's some bad blood in the Windy City ahead of Valentine's Day. A Taylor Swift-themed breakup bar is opening in Chicago, and it is named Bad Blood after Swift's 2014 hit. So admission is $20. It includes a welcome cocktail, and the creators say that Taylor will not be there. So don't get your hopes up about that. Bad Blood will open next Friday, January 27th, and close on February 26th.
So a little pop-up.
A little pop-up bar. Chicago loves their pop-up bars. I used to live there, and I went to so many different pop-up bars. Maybe because the winter keeps you inside for so much of the year. I don't know. I feel like Taylor wouldn't endorse this, though.
I was going to say, is it going to be trouble for these folks? But they're open for such a short time that maybe it won't catch up to them.
Yeah, I do appreciate the celebration of your singleness, though. I think Miley Cyrus's new song, Flowers, is all about that. And I used to live in Korea. There was actually a whole holiday dedicated to embracing your single side. It's called Black Day. So, you know, kind of separate from all the other love holidays, you eat black noodles and just kind of, you know, do your thing.
Embrace being single.
Like it.
That's good
I like
too.
it. Live your life, right?
Well, speaking of the breakup and singledom songs, still ahead, Shakira's revenge song, tearing up the radio waves and the internet.
Yes, Jody and Bender from iHeart are going to be talking with us next about the crazy way that Shakira found out her ex was cheating.
But first, let's check in with our buddy Rio. Rio, what are we talking about today?
Yes, we have an exciting message today that's sure to grow on you. Get ready for the 40th annual Tacoma Home and Garden Show, January 26th through the 29th at the Tacoma Dome. With more than 500 inspiring and enlightening experts and vendors, you're going to get great ideas to transform your indoor and outdoor space. Meet experts from local nurseries and stock up on houseplants, bulbs, garden accessories, and more. Plus, you can learn about emerging trends in interior design and home renovation. And new this year, the Tacoma Makers Market, featuring artisans who followed their passions and started businesses during the pandemic. Come see their talents and take home a unique handcrafted item. Ready for the best part? Opening day, Thursday, January 26th. Admission is free. That's right, $0. Thanks to the good folks at Hunt Services who are picking up the tab. After that, it's $15 for adults. Kids 12 and under are always free of charge, and so is the parking. For more information, log on to TacomaHomeandGardenShow.com. For now, let's get back to the show.
Thank you, Rio. That sounds like a good time. Good job to her. All right, guys. Shakira making headlines for a new revenge song, but it's how she caught her ex cheating that has everybody talking.
Oh my gosh, yes. So joining us to talk about that, Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hello! Tell everyone about this food that led Shakira to find out her ex was cheating. I can't wait to hear your take on this.
This might be the best story of the day.
Oh, it's such a mess. You know, Shakira and her ex were married for 11 years. Gerard Piqué is a big footballer, so, you know, soccer player. And apparently Shakira was out on some sort of trip, came back to her house, was fixing a snack for herself, as one does, and went to get her jar of strawberry jam and noticed that it was mostly gone, which tipped her off because Gerard doesn't like strawberry jam and the boys don't like strawberry jam. So who was here eating Shakira's jam is the serious question.
This is wild.
My gosh. That is like the smallest detail, too, that like, if you're doing something bad, you might not even pay attention to him. I'm so glad she caught him.
I feel like they wanted to get caught. How do you steal in someone's food?
It's a small detail unless you're Shakira and you have fancy special jam that you were looking forward to for a week.
Yes.
You know.
And I have to say, as a Spanish
Brazilian
speaker,
marmalade.
As a Spanish speaker, the song in Spanish burns a little extra, and I love it.
Why is that?
Well, I think she originally wrote it in Spanish, so it has like all these like puns that don't translate so well. So it's just really awesome to hear it in Spanish,
Oh my
too.
gosh. Yes, you're going to have to give us all the translations later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys, JLo also.
The new song.
Yeah, tell me, Jody.
I was going to say the new song has a biting video that comes along with it that has a man's head in the refrigerator, if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's the guy that she's working with, but it does look an awful lot like Gerard Piqué. So not so subtle there, Shakira.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in the fridge.
Yum.
Yeah.
So after the head in the fridge, let's switch gears now. And tell me about JLo revealing some spicy information.
Okay, so this is very strange because I didn't even know this was a rumor that was being addressed. But Jennifer Lopez has a new movie coming out called Shotgun Wedding with Josh Duhamel. And she's making the early rounds for the movie. Well, apparently she was asked about being part of a huge pop culture iconic moment that we all remember from 2003 at the MTV Video Music Awards. Now, I know what you're thinking. Exactly what iconic moment are we Madonna, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. According to Jennifer Lopez, she was supposed to be part of the threesome. It was supposed to be Madonna, Britney, and JLo, not Christina Aguilera, but because of Jennifer Lopez's movie schedule, she couldn't be there, so they put Christina in instead.
Weird, right?
What?
It's crazy.
What?
That is a lot of drama.
That's a lot of drama.
What?
I cannot picture anyone other than the 3 people who partook in that.
Well, and we were trying to figure out, if you take yourself back to 2003, wasn't Christina Aguilera a bigger star at the time than Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah,
like,
I
you
think
can't
so.
imagine JLo being there and not Christina. That's just weird.
It went the
Yeah.
way it went for a reason.
And
That's
there
what
was
I
something
think.
too, I feel like, about, Britney and Christina being a little bit like younger and rising as pop stars, whereas I feel like JLo had already been a star for quite some time. That would have been weird. I feel weird knowing
Right.
this information. I'm glad it worked out the way that it did.
Well, and the whole, it was Britney and Christina that had their rivalry, and Madonna was the queen mom between them, and that was the way the whole thing worked out. JLo
Right.
just kind of would have been weird, right?
Yeah. Like they were paying
Definitely.
homage to the queen.
Well, I love
Yeah.
all these
That made sense.
There
weird
you go.
takes we have today, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again on Tuesday. All right. Well, we want to send a big thank you to Mighty O Donuts for dropping off some donuts this morning. This is in honor of tomorrow being their 20th anniversary of their first store in Green Lake. These are delicious.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to dig in.
I'm so thankful. Yeah, and tomorrow you can actually swing by the Green Lake location and you can get a free birthday donut. So stop by between 6 and 11 a.m. or after 3 p.m. This is tomorrow only. And fun fact, these are all plant-based or organic donuts. So that means they're good for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, perfect. I'll take 2. Okay, coming up, if you are like me and you love sweets, we've got another sweet treat for you.
We're full of sweet treats here today. Shug Soda Fountain Ice Cream is showing us how to make some of their delicious sundaes and soda floats. We'll be right back.
You smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't.
Hey, if you are hitting the town with your partner or you're out exploring the city with your family, we have got a place to stop and fulfill all those sweet tooth cravings.
Yes, located in the heart of historic Pike Place Market, Shug's Soda Fountain and Ice Cream, bringing back all the beautiful nostalgia of Sundays with a little bit of a special flair. And joining us in studio to share more about her desserts, we are here with owner Colleen Wilkie. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
Thanks for
having
coming
me.
in here. Tell us all about Shug's Soda Fountain.
Yeah, so Shug's is located at the Pike Place Market. We've been in business for about 7 years there. And we just kind of bring the old school nostalgic treats to a modern, beautiful space.
I love it. What kind of treats do you have?
Well, today I brought our most popular sundae, which is the s'more sundae, and then our Shugsicle, which is
Beautiful.
our orange soda float. So,
Oh my gosh.
I guess we'll probably get started with the s'more, if that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds
great.
amazing.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so I started with a little bit of chocolate sauce, graham crackers, and then vanilla ice cream. We're going to finish it off with a little bit more chocolate sauce here. And typically at the shop, we use hot fudge, but a little hard to bring that over here today.
We appreciate the attempt.
Yes, thank you. But I will have you help me torch the marshmallows.
You're going to trust us with fire?
I guess so, yeah.
Who let you do that. No, I'm just kidding.
We thought it would be a good idea. So anyway, these are our homemade marshmallows that we make, every few days.
They're beautiful. How do you make that? How do you make a marshmallow?
Well, it's a lot of time and sugar. So we'll just leave it at that. But anyway, okay, so here's our torch. Okay. And you just kind of flip this here and
fire.
Do that.
Ooh,
okay,
you wanna
so
try?
whoever's feeling
absolutely
awesome. So while we are playing with fire, tell me about the name Shug.
What do I do?
Is there something special
so
there?
Here, this little safety here. Sorry. Okay. And then now you can. Oops. Now you can let it roll.
Down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Rotate it around. We do this table side. But anyway, Shug's is named after my mom.
Aww.
She used to be called Shug when she was a little girl in Texas. And so we just thought it had a really nice ring to it. I mean, it's a short for sugar. It's a term of endearment for a loved one. So we feel that really also hits the soda fountain mark too. So
I started a little bit of a fire.
Blow that out. Yeah.
This is how I make marshmallows when I'm at a campfire.
I like
too.
them extra crispy myself.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's that nostalgic campfire feeling, right?
It really is. And not only are you making the marshmallows, but talk to me about the stuff that you do make, including the small batch ice cream that you get.
So we have a collaboration with Lopez Island Creamery. And they provided our ice cream for us for the past few years, and we just think it's the best. So we like to use quality ingredients and use local things, local fruits, especially during the summertime when it's so vibrant, full of berries and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And then we make all of our sodas from scratch, so that also is a good thing to incorporate with local.
So you make the syrups. What kind of flavors?
So today, this is our Shugsicle. It's our signature one. It's with oranges and then phosphate. We also do an adult version, which we're not going to try today, but we add Aperol and top it with Prosecco. So it kind of makes an adult
You know what? I love
treat.
that combination because it's always great when you have little kids and they see something beautiful, they'll want to kind of get at it. But if it has alcohol, it's not going to work. So it's lovely that you make different combos.
Yeah, so that's how we do this. So this is an orange soda, and then I add a little bit of phosphate. So I already put this syrup in here that we made.
What is phosphate?
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Phosphate is an acid that kind of helps enhance the flavor. It kind of puts a little pop, a little more fizzle in your mouth.
Okay.
Good bartender's tool. And then we'll add some soda water. And then to make it a true float, we're going to add some vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, beautiful. Okay.
Let me get that
These
out.
are so fun. You must love your job.
Bring it in here.
Oh, it's really fun.
You called it a 7-year project. Talk to me about what riding that whole wave has been like.
It's had its up and downs,
Yeah.
but we are committed to being at the Pike Place Market and, continue to serve fun treats for people from around the world. That's just what we've been doing and continue to do.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to open one in West Seattle in the near future. So our summers are just super busy and packed, and hopeful that people come and visit us kind of on the off season too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, sometimes I love a little ice cream when it's cold out.
Oh, yeah.
Throw a coat on, eat up.
Yeah, sure.
They say it makes you warmer from the inside.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Awesome. Are we able to try some of this? Is that all right?
I know it's a little bit drippy, but that's the nature of ice cream. So here's this one.
Should we do a little Lady in the Tramp situation?
Yeah. Oh,
or not
sorry.
Lady in the Tramp, but each of us take a straw at the same time.
I love it.
So cute.
Oh, that's so good, and it's so
Yummy.
fresh too.
Yeah, good.
I love the artisanal syrups that you used in here.
Can I snag one of these?
Please.
Sorry, we're making a mess all over your table.
I love this.
That's kind of the nature of a float, though.
It's like a
little messy.
deconstructed s'more ice cream.
That's it.
I love it. Delicious.
One other thing I'd like to tell you is that we have an ice cream cart, and I actually brought a picture. If you don't mind me showing
pull it
you.
out.
This is one of our ice cream carts that we serve people around Seattle.
That's adorable.
So we take we take the cart to people for their weddings, for their corporate parties, for birthdays, for anything that people would like to do. So this is another really big part of our business that I just wanted to share with you. So
It's just a cute little
I couldn't
I
roll
love
the
your
card in
business.
here.
I love everything you do.
Thank you.
Colleen,
You're so
thank you so
sweet.
much for
Thank you.
coming in.
Yes,
This is
thank you for
awesome.
bringing in the sweet treats. And you know, you can find more info on Shug's soda fountain ice cream up on our website, fox13seattle.com, and just click on Studio 13.
And coming up, we've got a new season of 911 Lone Star. It's premiering on Fox next week. And star Gina Torres joins us with a sneak peek about what fans can expect coming up.
And you know, this is not a one-way conversation. We want you to join in. We're always so happy to hear from you. You can find us on Instagram, which I love, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all of it. YouTube too. Just search for Studio 13 on Fox.
It's raining frogs!
I'm sorry, did you say frogs? That was even weirder than the volcano. Nothing is as weird as lava at mini golf.
It is back. 911 Lone Star is back for a 4th season right here on Fox. And this morning, I am joined by one of the stars, Gina Torres. Gina, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with Studio 13 Live today. It's good to see you.
Good to see all of you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, we're so excited for the season 4 premiere of 911 Lone Star. What can fans expect from the season?
You know, we always bring it.
Yeah, you do.
There will be no shortage of emergencies and rescues and, you know, some very interesting personal life things happening and developments. And we just never end.
Right. And it seems like such a physically
influx of information and fun.
Yes, and it seems like such a physically demanding role for you. I want to know, talk me through the most exhilarating shoot that you've ever done as your character, Tommy Vega.
You know, I think that there's sort of this interior mechanism, right, that kicks in where you're telling your body it's an emergency, and you've got to go, and it's important. And that sort of filters into everything that we do. I mean, that you're inside an ambulance, it comes to the stop, we come running out, we're assessing the situation. There are things that are on fire. There are people that are hanging in places, like completely unnatural circumstances. Like a body shouldn't do that, right? and here you are in the middle of it all. And everybody does such an amazing job. Our crew does an incredible job. Our FX people do an incredible job with making this all come to life, that you can't help but be 100% invested. I mean, your body actually believes that it's going through these things.
That's incredible. Is there a stunt or even a challenge that you've never done before that you would love to try?
Well, I've done stunts for, you know, for a while. You know, I would say that my introduction to the show, having to climb that tower, was pretty full on. Pretty full on. I don't think we've really done anything like that. Tommy hasn't done anything like that in a while.
And you work with such an amazing cast, too. We were just talking to your co-star, Rob Lowe, last week. Do you have any stories that you can kind of share about what it's like to be with your castmates behind the scenes of the show?
We were all together yesterday, and it was just one big party. I'm so happy to be able to report that we really do enjoy each other and have fun together and make each other laugh and are supportive. You know, Brian is such a jokester. Well, we're all jokesters, every last one of us. They're just good people with great senses of humor. And you need that because we spend a lot of time together.
For sure. Oh, well, we can't wait for the new season of 911 Lone Star. Gina, thank you so much for catching up with us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. And for everyone at home, you can catch the season premiere on Tuesday at 8 right here on Fox 13. Okay, coming up, we are chatting with the host of the reality dating show, Are You the One?, where couples could have a chance to win $1 million only if they find their perfect match. And then Lasa sandwiches and pearls, they are stopping by to show us how to make their signature dishes. We'll be right back.
Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
I know in the past you all thought that you had found the one, but you ended up with your hearts broken.
All the people that I've dated had control over me because I've let them.
And now they're here to let go of their past and figure out where in the world is their perfect match.
Oh my goodness, that is a look at the reality dating show, Are You the One?, where 22 men and women from around the globe are put through an extensive matchmaking process. Now, if all of them can find their perfect match, then they get $1 million. Fantastic. Joining me this morning to chat more about this is the host of the show, Cammie Crawford. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well, and I hope you are doing well too. So this is a fascinating approach. Talk to me about how the matchmakers are able to match these people up.
Yeah, well, we have these renowned experts, matchmakers, and they know what they're doing, okay? Because they are able to find everyone's perfect match from around the globe out of the 22 singles that are in the house. They just have the magic. They have the recipe. They don't give it to me for whatever reason, but I trust them, and our cast trusts the process as well. So they take everything. I think it's more than just physical type. I think they also look into your background and how you were raised and, you know, what it is that you're really looking for deep down inside and not just surface level.
All right, but you have to give me the scoop. Do you know a little bit about which couples are supposed to end up together, or did you see any crazy surprises?
I have no idea. The entire way through, I was not told anything because I also wanted to play along too. In my mind, like every morning, my glam team and I, we would be in my dressing room like, okay, we think this person and this person could be really good together. Originally, we thought these two people could be a match, but maybe not so much. So I'm playing along just as much as everyone else, and I think it makes it more fun, honestly.
I think it does too. We all get to figure it out together. But tell me a little bit more about that $1 million prize.
Oh, well, $1 million is on the line, but every week we have a matchup ceremony. And if the entire house gets no matches from week to week, then they have a blackout. So they lose $250,000 every time they get it wrong. So it's very important that they work hard to get it right, but there's no way of them, they don't have like pen and paper or anything. So they can't from week to week be like, okay, this is who sat next to each other at the matchup on this day. This is who sat next to each other on this day. They have no idea. They can only go from memory. So it's really important that, you know, they win together and they lose together. So they try really, really hard because who wants to lose? $250,000 is a lot of money to lose. It's a lot on the line. So we're going for that $1 million.
You better remember when that kind of money's on the line. So you also co-host Catfish on MTV. Yeah. You're known for calling it like it is. You even pull out literal red flags. Is that going to make its way over to this show?
Well, you know what? I think it's more of a metaphorical, theoretical stance this time. I didn't pack the flags on this trip. I didn't have any room in my suitcase between hair extensions and everything else. But, you know, I am that person. I'm going to tell it like it is. And, you know, throughout the season, I think for episode 1, for week 1, I kept it a little tame, getting to know everyone. But as you see, the cast and I really, really bonded the entire time that we were in the villa. And so I got to know them, and we had so many private conversations about what everyone truly wants. And, you know, my job is to hold their feet to the fire a little bit and be like, but you told me this last week. This is what you said you wanted, and this is what you're going for. Or maybe like you're not paying attention to this person. So I'm definitely, that's just who I am as a person. I can't fight it even if I wanted to. So yeah, the red flags will be there, but it'll be just up here.
We love accountability. Cammie Crawford, thank you so much. Are You the One? Streaming live right now on Paramount Plus. It sounds like it's going to be a good one, guys. All right, coming up, a special moment for a little girl who is battling cancer. How a popular band surprised her with a song that got her through so many of her cancer treatments. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. Like sunshine through the clouds.
Okay, just a warning, you're going to want to grab some tissues for this next one. Plain White T's singer Tom Higginson surprised a young cancer patient, and this is going to melt your heart.
It is the sweetest story, my goodness. So the girl's name is Delilah, and she has been battling cancer for 4 years. Take a look.
Oh my God! Hi, Delilah.
1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Oh, it's what you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. Yeah,
Watch it.
Oh my gosh.
Goosebumps.
We should have got tissues for us, girl. Oh my gosh. You know, Hey There Delilah has been Delilah's favorite song throughout her cancer treatments. And you know, cancer, a diagnosis like that is always just so unfair. But when it comes to children, it's hard, and it makes me really sad that she would have to go through that. But it was beautiful that she got to have this little gift, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh my gosh, goosebumps all over me watching
I'm so
that.
glad that
That's
she was
so
able to
sweet.
experience that. All right, in sillier news, a dad is going viral after he expressed frustration over his family's group chat. I think we've all been here.
Oh, yes.
So he had enough, and he sent this to his wife and his 2 daughters saying, I can't keep up with the pressure of always having to LOL or like or heart everybody's random thoughts, pics, and amusements. He goes on to say, for all future texts, I love them, I laugh at them, I like them. Unless they're bad, then I dislike them in perpetuity.
Well, tell us how you really feel. He finishes with, I can't live with this pressure. I'm out. His older daughter says that the 3 of them would send random stuff all day long to the group, so she understands why he was fed up, but she doesn't think he will actually leave the group chat. Oh, she's calling his bluff. He can't. That's really funny. Yeah, I feel like ever since, you know, the iPhones and everything added like the heart feature and the thumbs up and the thumbs down and all of them, that's just constantly a thing.
It's so much pressure.
Yeah, so if you don't respond, you're like, well, I should at least like it or something like that.
I use those emojis like a period, like I guess they're conversations over, but I acknowledge you.
Yeah, I acknowledge you. I don't want to keep discussing with you. But also, he can just push mute. He can mute the group chat and catch up when he wants to, too.
That's a good
my
tip.
solution.
That is a good tip.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it's always hard because it's hard to be like the last one. Do you respond to the text? Are we done with the conversation? I like to be the last one to respond, so people don't have to respond to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of a tricky, high-tech thing.
It's a little Maria-ism right there.
I guess. Hey, guys, coming up, Chef Jeff Romero with Lasa Sandwiches and Pearls joining us in studio.
Yeah, we're going to be chowing down on some sandwiches inspired by classic Filipino dishes. So stick with us. We'll be right back after the break.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we get to highlight some incredible food in our area.
Today, we are actually joined by Chef Jeff. That trips me up.
You've
Chef
got the best name.
Jeff Romero.
Yeah,
That's right. You are with Lasa Sandwiches and Pearls. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you were destined to be a chef with Jeff being your name.
Yeah.
Chef Jeff.
Yeah. My parents had something in mind, and here we are 32 years later, right? Yeah.
Tell us all about, Lasa and what kind of inspired you to open the restaurant.
So Lasa Sandwiches and Pearls, we opened with the, of course, intention of sharing all of our favorite family meals growing up and things that we remember from back home in the islands, and with a little twist of things that we picked up along our culinary career, and came out with this. But it was really just with the opportunity of trying to share what we love with people we love and people that want to come and learn about our culture and flavors. So
yeah, I love a new take. So talk to me about what you brought today and what it's going to be tasting like.
Yeah, so today we have the lechon kawali roll, and in the Philippines, when it's a special occasion, a party, birthday, you always get whole roasted pigs, and it's a big festival, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we want this to be. When you eat this, it's going to be all of that. And then we have the tofu roll, which is the meatless option of the lechon kawali roll. Same flavors, everything, but something for everyone to
Perfect.
enjoy.
One for each of us.
Yes,
Love
I
it.
love it. And we got different breads here too. Walk me through this.
Well, we just have our hoagie roll, nice toasted. Goes well with the crunchy meats and tofu's. Nice comparison and contrast with the bites and flavors.
Amazing. And some delicious toppings, I see.
Yeah, these are some condiments and sauces that we have available. We have a great Filipino condiment. It's called achara, and it's goes great with grilled meats, fried fish, house-made pickles, sauces, hot sauce. We have a whole bunch of flavors. Lasa, that's what it means, taste and flavor. So that's really going to come across in our dishes and offerings.
That's awesome. And you sell these too. So if you want to, if you try it and you really like it, you can take it home too.
And in Mexico, we have a similar, but it's just carrots and onions. So talk to me about what's in this particular one.
Yep, so it's pickled green papaya, daikon radish, bell peppers, carrots, and a whole bunch of garlic and ginger. Really get those flavors in there.
I feel like the Philippines must just have the best produce ever.
The freshest. So when you're in the Philippines, a lot of times when you're eating something, it's fresh off the tree or fresh off the water, minutes into your palate. So freshness is really a big key in the Philippine flavors.
What are you working on right now?
We're just gonna kind of piece together the lechon kawali roll so you guys can see how it comes together.
Perfect.
Nice. And what's that sauce you just put on it?
It is our house-made soy glaze. Yeah, so nice, sweet contrast for the meat.
Now, talk to me about the decision to make this food into a sandwich. Were you like a big sandwich fan, or is it just an easier version to eat?
So, you know, a lot of people are not as familiar with Filipino food and flavors. So, if we can take what we love and put it on a general platform like sandwiches, everyone's open to it, and then they can come and enjoy it, and later find out those are flavors and tastes that they like and love. So, it was just a real good teaching point for everybody to. You know, come see what it's all about.
How long did it take you to kind of perfect these sandwiches that we're trying here today? Was it a lot of trial and error?
A lot of trial and error, and I mean, it's a work in progress every day, right? We want to keep making things, you know, it might be good, but we want to make it better. So
I love that attitude.
It's an everyday progress, right?
Yeah, and you are making these delicious sandwiches right now. We talked about the Filipino flavors, but you also have specialty drinks. Tell me about that.
Yes, we do. We have a bunch of specialty drinks, specially made by my wife, and a lot of those I really wanted to connect with the memories of home, right? So we have a summer drink called the Manila Sunrise, pineapple and fresh mangoes, right? So those connect with me when I'm in the city of Manila and we're eating fresh fruits in the heat. It reminds me of that. We have a calamansi lemonade drink, you know, and that could remind you of the beach in Boracay, feet in the sand, having that calamansi lemonade. So these are things that when you taste it, I want you to feel what we felt. So.
Yeah, I love that. I've actually never been to the Philippines before too. It's pretty high up on my travel list.
Yeah,
so I like this is like the starting point.
Yeah, and that's I heard no chili for the vegetarian.
And right here,
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and leave the chilies off that one.
Amazing.
But yeah, so that was another big thing with Lasa. We really people that have never been right, or might not even get the chance, you can come here and feel, see, and most importantly taste, you know, what it's like in our flavors and our culture and things like that.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
So we're gonna take some bites, and while we do, why don't you tell us where people can find you?
So we are located in Linwood, Washington, right on Highway 99. It's right next to the Linwood Department of Licensing. And
you got it, girl.
That was a big bite.
Yes, that's how we like to do it. Big flavor, big bites.
Look at the sandwich. That is so good.
And we actually just on Black Friday opened up our second location in Marysville. Thank you so much. Next to the Tulalip outlets, right? The Seattle Premium outlets. So.
This meat is so good. Talk to me a little bit about it.
It's so these are all traditional family recipes, right? So that's just how my dad did it. That's how we ate it growing up. I took what he loved to make us and turned it into something that everybody else can love. You know, so it all stems from my dad's culinary.
And you won't leave hungry.
No,
from your
absolutely
establishment.
not. No, some people come and order a sandwich and they order another side of bread to take home because it's just
the
that.
bread is so
You are generous.
Absolutely
you are
generous,
so
yeah.
generous.
Generosity is a key to Filipino culture.
If I were to go to the Philippines and try something like this, how do I say this is so delicious?
Masarap to.
Masarap to.
Yeah,
And it is
salamat.
masarap to. It is. Oh my goodness.
What is your favorite dish that you make?
It will be the lechon kawali.
Yeah.
It's a winner. Like
It
I
is
said,
so
you know,
good.
in the Philippines, you get a whole pig, and that embodies kind of that whole special event right there. So.
Do you guys have a lot of good sides?
Yeah. One of our biggest sides, most popular, is a sisig style fries, and it's a sizzled and a smashed up pork on top of fries, some chilies, fried egg. You guys got to come try it out.
Animal style. What?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you got drinks, you got food, you got delicious sides, you got it all, and you can even take some stuff home. So certainly
Absolutely.
doing it all.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Awesome. It
Do
has
you have any
been
events
so-
coming up or anything like that?
Yeah, just with opening up the second shop, it's been a handful. But I mean, as far as events coming up, me and my wife are actually expecting our second baby. So.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, thank you. On top of another shop, another blessing on the way. It's just we had a bunch of events, and especially today is a big one as well. So.
Oh my
Yes,
God!
thank you for joining us. You guys, the chef has 2 kids now. You got to go buy some sandwiches from the man.
Yes,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, that's so exciting.
Thank
Are you
you,
going to
thank
find
you.
out the gender?
Yes, we will. We will.
You will.
A couple weeks.
Awesome, so exciting. And congratulations on all of your success.
Thank
It's just
you
been
so
wonderful
much.
and
Thank you so
delicious.
much. I'm
We'll
glad you
definitely
guys
come visit
enjoy.
you.
Yeah, please do come check us out.
Yeah, remind people where they can find you before we go.
Linwood, Washington, Highway 99 next to the Linwood Department of Licensing, or up in Marysville next to the Tulelo Casino at the Seattle Premium Outlets.
I'll definitely be stopping by.
Yeah,
Please do.
absolutely.
Please do.
Chef Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and be sure if you have any questions, you want more info, you can find it on our website, fox13seattle.com. Just click on Studio 13. And here is what we have coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to be chatting with Adam Scott. If you're a Parks and Rec fan, you're going to be excited. He's also on Severance, so we're going to get the scoop all about that.
Yes, we're also talking to Fitz from Fitz and the Tantrums. They're going to be here this weekend at Showbox.
Yes, I can't wait to chat with them a little bit later on. And we're also going to be learning how to make our own noodles with Bang Bang Noodles. Maria and I on our little adventure together. Just wait.
Yes, and we're talking to Seattle Jazz Fellowship as well.
Yeah, and one of Seattle's best restaurants, Mom Noon, is stopping in to make some signature dishes. So thank you so much for joining us today. Go out and make it an amazing day.